Welcome back from the break, everybody. In case you're just joining us, we've been plotting a hit on the WorldSat office. All the pieces are in place, probably. The plane is going to go out without a hitch, certainly. Everybody has grapple guns. We've got disguises. We've got, security cards. We've got a sniper in a tree over on the other side of the street. It's not a tree, but it sounded cool that way. I don't know if you guys have a plan, but you definitely have, something.
Well,
our positioning is good, but we have no plan.
Natalie would know from the information gathering, though, the general blueprint, if there would be a data center where a PC would be. We know what the target is, right? Mm-hmm. Just from that alone, yes. We know what we're trying to find, like a data center of some sort.
Now, keep in mind, you are not a net runner, and the security pass you got gets you in the building. It does not grant you access to the mother database. So you may need to do some social engineering in order to get the information that you seek.
Nothing a gun can't fix.
That's a form of social engineering.
True.
Is anyone here particularly skilled with networks?
Wait a minute. This is like a long shot. So I need to know whether or not this is even possible.
Channel the spirit of Bren. Channel the spirit.
Yeah, this is Bren channeling through and through. Oro had two brothers. One was Leo, who is Monarch, and he's a solo, and the other one was Sergio, who's a net runner. Would it be possible to call Sergio to just see if he can get into the WorldSat mainframe to grab the info we need?
So here's the thing about net running in the world of Cyberpunk Red. Because everything is so segmented, because the net is dead, you cannot hack a system unless you are on site. So he would have to come with you on this run. And given that Mama just lost one son already,
and he's the youngest.
Yeah. So down the line, bringing him on ops could be in the picture, but not right now. Not until, at least until, one of her babies is buried.
All right. Well, I tried. Mom said no, guys. At the end of the day, Mama still has control, even though I am kind of a murdering psychopath. But, I love my mama, so I respect what she says. That said, no, we don't have any way to be able to access the net from inside.
But again, ostensibly, the people inside will be able to access the net. When I originally pitched this campaign, and I said, "Oh, it's not going to be combat, don't you worry," and then kill the character immediately, I had in mind that you might not have every role covered. And if that's the case, every role has a way to solve problems. It's just,
Yeah. We can try and get the information out of them. We can try and spy on them while they're accessing certain information. We can try putting a gun to their heads and making them tell us the information. We can try luring them to the window and having Monarch just kill them all. And then I don't know how we would do it from there, but we'd figure it out.
Okay, before we run into this, because presumably we're very close to jumping in.
Yeah, as soon as you guys give me the go, I want to go. So
I want to know my lanyard. What does my lanyard say? My name. What is the character I'm playing?
It says Natalie Smith.
Oh.
Oh, you guys are gonna get shot.
Wait, all of our lanyards say Natalie?
Yeah, they're her lanyards. I was planning on just turning mine around.
Jim, you have my boss's lanyard, which is Chris Christoffen, for whatever it's worth. We didn't get our.
You mean Chris Christopherson, the villain from Blade? No one knows that reference. Shit.
Okay, I'm gonna just swing my lanyards the other way around. Okay. I'm good to go. I'm ready to go. Man's strapped.
Scratch it off, or you can get creative. To attach.
Hey, let's swap. Let's swap. I'm just the janitor. No one's going to check my credentials anyway.
Good point. Okay, give me that. So Chris Christopher. That's my name. Okay, getting into character.
But you're my bodyguard, not my boss.
That's right. I am like a panther.
While at the moment as well, I'm attempting to smudge over the Ali so that it just says Nat Smith, so that I can
Okay.
maybe get away with being called Nat.
And I overheard Brent just say, I overheard Jerax just say, do you think you're a panther, Jerax?
You know, men of the gun.
Fair. Yes, I'm quite familiar.
Men of the gun.
What do you think you're going to go in there and accomplish?
They slink around. They don't move like average people. Me and you, Monarch, we're panthers.
That is the most erotic way anyone has ever referred to hitmen.
my everything's falling apart over here because I just
The slinky men of the gun.
all right. Okay.
Jim Fingers, roll a
Everyone-
forgery check real quick just to resolve the
forgery check.
smudging.
12.
It's a smudge.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically I'm gonna basically, you know how people do like security, they walk in and they're always observing the surroundings. Yeah, always just checking everything, always suspicious, you know, upright spine, kind of like always ready to pull out the gun.
Posture
Quite
check.
yeah.
Hold on.
That's the kind of disguise that I'm putting on here.
Before we go, I can't believe we didn't think about this. How are we going to communicate?
Agents?
No. How, are we going to be able to go over? We're breaking into a telecom company, and then we're going to use our devices that are attached to the telecom corporations to then communicate when we infiltrate a telecom company. Does no one else see how this makes zero sense?
We know what the plan is. We'll do it live.
Yeah, I like that plan. Let's go.
Yeah, just go. Let's just go. just go. I'm fine.
He does bring up a good point, though. How are we going to signal if we need him to shoot?
All right.
Burner
Here's
phones
what we're
are
gonna
50
do.
each. Just saying.
What was that?
A burner phone is 50. A radio communicator is 100.
What if I flash my tiny cell phone mirror through the window at you?
That's free.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. In case something goes wrong, just flash the phone once. Because if you flash too many times, they're going to know that you're trying to signal someone. So just flash the phone once through the window. I will see the glare. And then just be ready because I'm shooting.
Get down!
Oh,
Okay,
Lordy.
cool. That's the signal for shoot.
Any accidental flash through a window equals Monarch lighting up the building.
No, I'm going to be keeping track. I
Okay,
listen.
Okay.
Okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm a trained professional. Okay.
Yeah, I believe you.
So
But
somebody
yeah.
hops on the back of the motorcycle. Somebody hops in the smart car. You cross towards the corporate ring, getting a little further away. Actually, yeah, you'd be inside the corporate ring, really, close to the red zone. You head towards the corporate ring outwards, towards one of the under construction areas. There's a lot of security around, again, to keep this place safe because it's a nicer neighborhood than yours, but that's not saying a whole lot. Skyscrapers connected to each other with bridges are rising up, the upper levels still skeletal rib cages reaching towards the bloody red sky as you pull into this area. It will not be difficult. We already established with that tactics check that does that say Oro on you?
Oh, my character?
Yeah.
On the
No.
screen? Yeah.
On your frame. I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it's been doing that
dead.
for a while. There have been some tilted people,
Yeah.
but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Wait,
Oro's with us in spirit. Okay.
I don't see the setting. The I don't see your character.
No. It's on this stream. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Yeah. He's super dead. All right.
We'll rub it in.
We'll fix that. All right. So you are able to get into position. We're going to focus on this for the time being, and then we will get to that. So.
Ooh.
Here are some of our characters in the and I'm going to go ahead and grant access so that we can see Monarch across the way. Monarch, can you see anything right now?
Well, I am across the street, and I just see the entranceway. That's all I have right now. Like, if I'm assuming this is an entranceway, like some kind of lobby or an office. Is this an office?
Give me 1 sec.
I gotta play some music, get in the groove here. Shoot
I do
some
want to
fools in
say,
the
Monarch,
face.
when I was driving you over there in my 1.5 person size car, I drove pretty good.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad.
Make a driving check.
Well, I hope I did not speak too soon.
Ah,
No, you drove
16.
pretty good.
It was not entirely uncomfortable, despite the fact that one of my ass cheeks was hanging off of the side. So it works.
All right. So, Monarch, I don't have another building on this map across the way. Just know that from anywhere along this line, it's 100 meters. You can kind of see through here. This is a large office. And this
Okay.
appears to be a conference room of some kind. Feel free to move yourself up and down the street. Please don't move more than, don't step away from the edge. But along this edge, feel free to move up and down to represent the fact that you are scouting out the area.
Okay. All right. Well, I would have already had gotten a look at what was going on, so I would have positioned myself in the optimal place. This is the window. Am I correct in understanding this is the window? These 3 blocks here?
Correct.
I don't know if I could highlight in.
There's
Okay.
Urine is to the east of us?
Yes, he is to the east. So
So
Okay.
this is
the
the
rest
window.
of you, as you step out of the elevator, yeah, this is a window right here. This is a window right here. And this is a window right here.
Cool.
Now, this right here, I'm going to go ahead and close this off, but I want you to know this represents a security door that leads to just other office buildings, so on and so forth. Natalie's pass can open it, and if you go out into this area, you're basically out of the zone. There is a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here. As you step out onto this floor, you had to use your badge in order to get here.
Okay, and we're on the first floor, or are we on the 13th floor now?
You are now up on the 13th floor. There's a receptionist right here asking for you to check in.
Hey, good to see you. Hi. We're just here for a quick visit, and I give her my pass is going to work, right? I have ultimate confidence.
Yeah, it should work.
Cool. It's Natalie. I'm here for the 2:30.
I'm looking mean. I'm looking mean.
How mean are you looking?
Like a panther.
Roll it.
I'm eyeing up stuff. What do you want me to
Roll
roll?
it. What roll?
what-
Mean looking like a panther.
Yeah, well, you tell me. What skill are you going
I
to use
suppose
to look like a
acting.
panther? All right, let's do acting.
I rolled a 1.
You are looking like Salem the cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
It's my first Militech gig.
I am just going to wander past. Just kind of head down, just wandering along with my mop. Just me and my mop. And I'm gonna just wander down the corridor past them as they are, as they're dealing with the receptionist.
And
Okay.
I'm going to, when he does this, spill my entire purse on the desk.
All right, let's roll for initiative simply because order of operations could matter here. Go ahead and click on your character, and then click on the initiative button on your character
And
sheet.
I also have the Sanavision Speedwear. Does that allow for better initiative for myself?
I would save that for when combat actually happens, but yes, it does. Basically, for a limited number of rounds, you can activate it. So if
Got
combat,
it, okay.
if combat goes off, I'm giving it to you.
Oh, I thought that was like some other thing. Okay. Sounds good. 11.
This
Okay.
is intense.
Yeah, probably need something a little less intense, but we'll do this for now.
It's
Oh, the
crazy.
music's intense?
Yeah.
No, I'm with it, dude.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
So we're gonna start on the outside. Monarch, you are in position and you do not have comms to the party, right? So you have established the following. There is a person working in this office right here. Do you have any sort of means to zoom in on your person? Binoculars, cyber optics that would help, etc.
No.
Okay.
No. I not that I could see. Damn it! I could have gone for some binoculars. Shit.
It's all right.
Yeah. Nothing.
All right. Give me a perception check, anyways.
Perception. 27.
27. Holy crap. All right. You have an excellent viewpoint on this individual. He's got some cyberware. His hair is either cybernetic or it's just incredibly styled straight up. He's wearing very fashionable clothes. He's just sort of feeling where he is. I wonder if I can.
Is he doing anything? Is he okay?
Got the sheer willpower look.
He's working at
Okay.
No, he appears to be working. He's taking meetings. He's got a little hollow screen up in front of him.
Okay, he's just working. Just normal working stuff. All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Nothing big.
Okay. Is there a damage or is like an accuracy bonus for going prone?
There is not, but I believe there is an aim action.
Okay. Because I'm assuming I'm in a building that is, like an old construction building or something like that that's empty. So I just want to be able to get into a position where obviously you can't really see me, but I am prone and just keeping an eye on this target with my assault rifle with no scope because Jim's a cheap bastard.
Okay. So you're just gonna keep it trained on him?
Yeah, for right now, I'm just gonna keep it trained on him, and just wait for the cue, wait for the mark.
Okay. Jim, you said that you were just gonna wander past while Natalie spills her purse all over the place, while Jerax looks like a cute little kitten.
Yeah, like a cute kitten.
Okay, so Natalie, we're gonna resolve your bit first.
Let's do it.
What is roll to spill your stuff on the purse?
Oh, that's an easy one. That is definitely.
If we don't have a good roll for it, then we'll probably just say it's gonna make.
Well,
Jim's
I'm
life
doing
easy.
kind of sneakily. Like I don't want to make it seem like I'm dumping it, so I guess I would be a stealth move,
Yeah, give me a stealth move.
which is not a great move for me.
But I mean, this isn't really your forte. Okay, you got a 15. We're gonna call. Go ahead. Did you say hold on?
No, I said, but I'm on it today.
All right. And Jim, you're just walking past, right?
Yeah, like a janitor would. I mean, I got to this floor. My job is to clean the floor. Just walking in. I don't have to check in. I'm the fucking janitor.
Okay.
Risky.
Is it?
All right,
You're just okay.
We're gonna say that she's distracted long enough by the stuff being spilled, and the receptionist is wearing a really, really sharp getup. And Natalie, roll perception and roll human perception. And Jerax, I'll let you do the same as well.
I roll both?
Yeah, both of you roll both.
20 and a 17.
Okay, and then Jerax, let me know what you get.
19 and a crit.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay. Both of you notice, though we had the better perception on Natalie. So Natalie, you notice all sorts of study materials sort of not scattered around because that's a bad look, but this isn't exactly a public office. You're not supposed to have people coming through here. If they're going to have a meeting with you, they're going to come to you most of the time. So she's studying accounting and essentially going for her dark future MBA. And Jerax, you notice that when this happens, she's pretty irritated by having all this stuff spilled all over the place. She's generally dissatisfied, and just with that huge result you got, you immediately get a read that she's very ambitious. This is somebody who is looking to move up from here, move up and move on.
I don't know how I would relay that information.
Let's see. Well, I just noticed the part that I've kind of pissed her off and I've got a lot of my stuff in her way, right?
Mm-hmm. But this also allowed Jim to sneak past.
Well, my reaction is a big like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I've been so stressed out today. I just need to get to this meeting, and I'm just going to start picking everything up off her desk and try and keep an eye on her face and be really like, I'm so sorry. But if she looks away, I'm just going to grab whatever's nearest and put it also in my purse.
You're just going to start stealing her
If there's
stuff.
like a USB drive or like any sort
God.
of flotsam, corporate flotsam and jetsam.
Interesting. I like it.
Would I know, Joe, who? If she's, if this receptionist is a savvy person trying to work their way up the corporate ladder, they would be pretty aware of a lot of big names in the corporate world, per se. Maybe some executives in some other positions, and one of them owes me a favor, so I would know one of them by name, wouldn't I?
That's true. That's in your backstory. Yeah.
You got a name for me? Just that.
You got a name for me?
Sure.
Well played.
Let's go with Gareth Stonewall.
What the hell?
There was this
That's
period.
very fantasy.
So there was this period.
Let me Cherith. I like Cherith.
Why, Sharon? No, it's my executive that owes me a favor.
I think Cherith just sounds funny.
Gareth Stonewall.
Stornwall?
Yes.
Not even Stormwall. You can't even give him like
Storn.
Dawn.
There was
Storn with an N.
There was a period around the turn of the century where a lot of kids were named after fantasy characters from various books and MMOs and stuff. And shortly thereafter, kids, it became a problem. So they would just change one letter to make it look like a real name in order to blend in and try to guarantee their kids' success. It was after the MMO wars that were part of the first corporate war. Something about subscriptions and app rates and who had access to what mobile market. It was weird. It was an epic confrontation, to be sure. All right, so let's.
As this entire thing's going on, presumably the receptionist is quite pissed off and saying something. I'm going to attempt to whisper, but not whisper. I'm going to whisper loud enough for her to overhear and say, "Please remember to hurry this up. We have an appointment at 3:30 with Gareth Stonewall."
Okay.
Gareth Stonewall.
He's practicing his stage whisper. All right. Let's do this in order because I know Natalie's trying to steal some creds and Jerax is stonewalling. And let's resolve this in order. Jim, you have managed to walk past. What would you like to do?
I am going to look for a maintenance closet.
Okay.
Somewhere where janitor stuff would usually be, and failing that, a bathroom. I'm looking for things that aren't offices to try and just walk down the corridor with, some kind of purpose, looking at all of the doors and what they are for, if they've got any kind of indication on them.
This and this are bathrooms. If you move, you can see more and maybe you'll have a better idea. You can see this is an office. This is definitely an office of some kind. But you can't really see much more from there. So you can move up to your speed, up to your move, which is 4 squares.
Okay, well, we're going to move 4 squares then. We are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see a bunch more doors.
Yep. Big office, fancy office, nice office. This door is locked And it probably, you know, when you're walking through a corporate area and there's just like a huge room of cubicles and stuff, but it's behind a security door. That's what this is. This obviously leads into a work area for a lot of people, but it is locked. And this down the way might be a maintenance closet of some kind. And this is a conference room. And this is sealed security doors, even though it looks open, that just lead to other corridors and other tenants.
Sure. Okay. I'm all good then.
All right. Natalie, you are going to try to steal some stuff. She is distracted. You aided Jerax. Now Jerax name dropping is going to aid you. So we're going to let him go first to make a complimentary skill check in order to give you a boost on this.
Okay.
Why don't we call this a conversation check? Conversation is, which is better, conversation or acting for you?
Conversation, definitely. Oh, well, yeah, conversation.
Yeah, go ahead and make a... All right,
16.
That does manage to catch her attention, giving Natalie a moment to sweep the desk and try to snatch something.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do you have that would be applicable?
There's no straight up like dex, right?
There is. Why don't you roll deduction
Well,
to
let's
quickly ascertain what is most valuable?
try. 17.
Okay. You think you might have a data chip that's been left lying around. It was probably under her keyboard before her keyboard got bumped, which puts it in prime territory.
Right.
Roll stealth at +1.
12 plus 1 is 13, and I would like to use 3 of my luck
Okay, so a
to bring it up to
15.
15.
Excellent.
So that I didn't put the +1 on there. So
That's
just
fine.
confirm.
No, we got that.
Oh, okay.
All right. You quickly scoop it up, and it goes back in your purse along with everything else. And she does not seem to notice as her eyes glance up for a moment at the mention of Mr. Stornwall. What company does Mr. Stornwall work for? Jerax?
Good question. An executive that owes me a favor. Powerful executive that owes me a favor.
If you don't have the name of a corp, you could just tell me the sort of, give me some specifications.
Samurai doesn't exist, do they?
Samurai is a band.
That's a band. You want Arasaka. That's what you're thinking.
Arasaka, yeah.
Arasaka is not allowed to operate.
They're
in
not
the
allowed to
US.
operate, are they?
Yeah, after the Fourth Corporate War.
That'll be a weird person to have a meeting with. And also potentially very powerful. But no, that wouldn't make any sense.
Biotechnica, Petrochem, Continental, Ziggurat is the internet company. There's a big, let's see.
Could be Continental. I think it should be Continental.
That'd be one of my bosses.
ROA, Rockland Augmentics. They do a lot of cyberware stuff. You would definitely
let's go
know
with
about
them.
Okay. Yeah. All right, excellent. So Gareth Stornwall is a member of Rockland Augmentics. Go, a very big company. They like to hire, they like to pay a lot of money to poach talent from other companies as well. So that'll work nicely. Great. Natalie, you have acquired the data chip. That'll be it for you. Jerax, you are name dropping. Are you moving at all, or are you staying glued to Natalie for the time being?
I'm definitely going to be sort of posting up around here and then just putting my back to them and just looking around with my arms to my kind of in front of me like a security guard would, like the bouncer, the bouncer meme where he's like, just kind of looking around.
Tell me your opinions on anime and I'll let you into this room. Natalie, the receptionist is asking, who is your meeting with?
Can I see anything on her desk? Do I have any indication of who would be a higher up here?
Well,
because if I don't, it's going to be Todd.
That seems to be the only big name on the list at the moment.
Well, at least I know a lot about him, so I can bullshit this. Oh, I'm here to see Mr. Miller. It's going to be a quick meeting, though, so don't worry about punching anything in. I've already texted him. He should be ready.
Seem to see you on his schedule, and he's very particular about these things and circumstances. Could you just go ahead and take a seat there and wait for a moment? We'll have him notified.
I'll just text him and have him come out here. Or, listen, girl, it's gonna be a lot of yelling, so can you just put us in a private meeting room and give us 5 minutes? And I want to appeal to her humanity here.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Look at Natalie. Oh boy.
Roll conversation for me.
Natalie has watched a lot of CSI, I want to stress. Like, she's got like an idea in her head, and it's so far playing out.
Not bad.
All right, she'll press a couple of buttons on her system. I've secured the executive conference room. Be down the hall to the right, last door on the left. And I've enabled the dampener, just in case.
I put my hand over hers, and I'm like, you are a lifesaver. And I look around her desk a little obviously. I'm going to put in a good word for you with Gareth. I think he could definitely use someone as competent as you.
All right.
Boom.
She lights up a little bit, but tries very hard to, maintain the professional WorldSat presence. And as she said, she's basically unlocked the door for you and gives you directions down the hallway. Monarch.
Oh, it's a very dramatic come along for you.
Come, Jeeves. Monarch, you see the individual in the office looks down. Roll a perception, because you're way the hell out there.
Okay. 18.
All right. Something pops up on his screen, glances at it, keeps doing his thing. No word from anybody yet. You are still in the dark.
What side of the building is Monarch looking at?
Monarch is over here.
I can't see the... Is he looking at northeast, south, or west of the building?
He is east of the building, looking in.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, there's not really much I could do. I'm waiting on a cue, right? So I'm just gonna continue to chill out here and be just a good soldier.
Right. Jim, like we said, there is a maintenance cupboard at the end of the hallway.
Your man's going to the maintenance cupboard.
All right, it is locked.
Well, good job. I'm got my old breaking and entering kit that I always keep with me.
There is a security camera directly over in this corner right here.
Okay. Well, it's a good job I'm the janitor and people won't mind me fucking with the security cameras. I am going to
Do you know what a janitor's job is? Because
I'm a general maintenance guy, all right?
Oh,
all right.
Now you're a general maintenance guy. Okay,
I mean, are they going to ask?
Is this some Hitman shit? You got a barcode tattooed on the back of your neck?
I mean, you look like Hitman.
He's got the hairstyle down.
Okay, so the maintenance cupboard is locked. So we've got a couple of options here. I could ask the receptionist for the keys. Ooh.
They've already worked the receptionist a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the receptionist. I'm gonna pull out my keys, like my own personal keys, and I'm gonna put them in a pocket with a bunch of loose change, so that they jangle a lot more than usual. So it sounds like I have a fuck ton of keys, like a proper janitor would. I'm gonna leave my mop behind because what have I got a mop for? I'm just gonna put that in the corner of the the corner by the maintenance closet, and I'm gonna wander over to the receptionist and say, "Hey, darling, I've just come up from the Ziggurat guys. I'm on a rotation up to here, but the keys from down there don't work up here, and I'm gonna pat my pockets and say I would go all the way downstairs, but it's a bit of a long road. Have you got a spare key? I can get to work immediately.
Give me a persuasion check with a penalty. -2.
Ooh. 20.
Damn.
All right, darling. Let me see what I've got lying around.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Gives you an exasperated look, but passes over the maintenance key.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, I was also told that the cameras are flickering. You heard anything about that? Do you know which ones it was?
He presses a button and brings up all the security cameras on her monitor.
Do you mind if I just pop around and take a look? And I'm going to crane my neck over the thing.
Yeah, it's less that she lets you and more that she's resigned and doesn't stop you as you take a look around.
Sure. This is wonderful for me, so I now know where all the cameras are.
Oh, you know what? Actually, on that note, I should probably give you some sort of vision here.
Oh, very good.
I don't have a great... It's going to take me a moment, but...
I'm gonna make some conversation with her in the meanwhile while she's pulling it up. Oh, you studying?
Yep.
My dad, he did a lot of studying. No, didn't really do much for me, but he was
Yeah, that shows.
he was all into that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't make anything in my life, but it's a simple life, really, isn't it? That's all you're asking for at the end of the day. Which, yeah, you haven't seen any flickering on these screens then, because they said one of them was going in and out.
No.
So the guys down at the people at Ziggurat said.
Oh,
No.
it's fine to me.
Huh. Well, appreciate it. I'll maybe go and just take a look at them in person as well and make sure there's nothing wrong with them. Thank you. Good luck with your studying as well. You keep it up. It'll definitely get you places.
Look, just don't unplug anything. That's all third-party contracted out through Militech, so it doesn't run directly through here. It's going to set off tampering alarms, and I do not want to.
I won't do anything like that. I won't do anything like that. Just checking to make sure there's no fuzziness over the optical perimbulators. I'm gonna walk off.
Yeah. You check those perimbulators.
Perimbulators.
Okay. Let's move on. So, Natalie, you I assume you would have been walking away as Jim walked up to pull his shenanigans. Also, I'm going to just do something real fast to make sure that you guys see what it is you saw earlier. You can observe that knowledge. What else would you like to do, Natalie?
Let's see. She told me, is she going to keep an eye on me to make sure, like, I'm going to the room that she told me to?
That's a good question. How would you know that?
I'm going to pretend I'm talking to Jerax as I lean back and I'm like, ugh, just hurry up and make sure I'm not dropping anything. I'm making such a mess today. I'm trying to, like, keep a peep on her.
Yes.
That had a groan.
I mean, she is watching you as you go around the corner. She also has access to all the security cameras.
Ah, that's true. Okay. Well, actually, and that distraction is kind of happening, right? Wait, am I getting some cover here from Jim Fingers, actually?
Yeah, you could get some cover from Jim Fingers. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm actually just going to take the left when I notice that Jim is distracting her.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like to Jerax.
Yep.
Okay. So, the office here appears to be security. Not as in armored, guns and bullets and stuff security, but full-time monitoring security.
Well, that's not the info we need.
This,
Right?
I mean, probably not. This is a corporate office.
Is anyone inside that office? That room?
It does appear to be occupied. The name on it
Okay.
lists Braxton Tyndall.
Oh, he sounds terrible. We're gonna keep going.
Braxton Timble at your service.
All right, so that once you go up that way, that leaves WorldSat behind. Your key
Oh,
card
okay.
can open it, but there's a double door here that just leaves. This is to represent if anyone runs off the map as needed.
Okay,
This
got it.
is Todd's office. right
Yeah,
here.
I know.
Yeah.
Todd.
Fucking
Yeah, let's talk to who did you say this was? Braxton?
Mm-hmm.
Let's gently knock on Braxton's door and
All right.
say
And the door has those things you see sometimes in offices where it says currently, in a meeting, unavailable, scheduled today, please call ahead. It's got like a little data screen for people who want to check on Braxton's schedule to see what he's up to.
what is Braxton up to at the moment?
He's currently on allocated project time to meet quotas. So he's in Do Not Disturb but does not have a meeting, which means you can totally disturb if you have enough corporate clout.
Yes. And because the fact that he's got a standalone office here, I can assume that he's someone that probably outranks me who works at no desk.
Yeah, most likely.
we're gonna have to
He
flex
has an
you.
office.
We can flex on him because you got a Miltech bodyguard.
We do have a big scary bodyguard, don't we, Nets?
More like a kitten, but
Yeah, let's knock gently at the door, and I'm gonna look back at Jerax and go, and then I'm gonna muss up my hair a bit,
Confidence.
and undo a
Confidence is
button,
key.
and then-
Confidence is key.
turn around back to the door.
Okay. And then you just knock.
Yeah.
All right. The door flashes. Please wait. Mr. Tyndall is busy right now. Would you like to leave a message or schedule an appointment? You're also familiar with these where you can just keep knocking. That is
I
always
look back
an
at
option.
Jerax, and then I'm gonna keep knocking at the door. I'm gonna try this kind of polite, lost little girl angle, and see if I can. I have to actually sit down at a computer. We don't have anybody that can jack in.
Correct.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying until he opens the door.
Okay. Mr. Tyndall is busy right now. Please try again later. What do you want?
Please, I just need 5 minutes for you to sign off on something. Less than 5 minutes, 5 seconds. It's going to be so fast. Please,
Have
if you
you
could just.
seen my schedule? I do not have 5 minutes.
I can see your schedule on the door, sir, and I know you certainly have the time right now. If you could just open up and sign it, we'd be done already.
Oh. He shows up. He's wearing decently well-made clothes. He's got an excellently trimmed beard and a very simple, plain tie. Just if it's possible to make looking milk toast look good, this guy does manage to accomplish it. Just cookie cutter, mid-30s probably, just successful enough to have an office with a door, but it's so much smaller than the office next to him, and the sheer pressure of staying here has clearly weighed on him. Like, you could probably list off all the different Continental brands, face creams and stuff that he uses to keep, and so that hair is cybernetic. That was gone a long time ago. But it's well done, What do you want?
Oh, Braxton, is this your office?
Yes, my name is on the door.
Yes, I just expected a larger office for someone of your stature. I came in here to take some parameters, but if you wouldn't mind letting me access your computer really quick, and I just move past him and sit down in his computer.
Okay. Yeah, have you gone through none of the trainings?
Please don't touch me, sir. No, I just need to finish this, and I'll have you not harass me while I do my job. Thank you. And I'm just gonna start touching the computer.
Okay. He was so upset, clearly so upset that you were touching the computer without, that's so against protocol. And then you said the word harassment, and it was like watching somebody push the brakes and the accelerator at the same time in silence as his brain just says, "But corporate security says no. But harassment training also says no." Jerax, what do you do as Braxton has a miniature meltdown?
I'm gonna barge in, close the door, and say, "Is there a problem here? Did somebody say harassment?"
All right, so here's the next challenge. Braxton is a sucker for protocol. The moment he stepped away from his console, he locked his computer.
Huh.
So I've been trying to type, and I'm like, this is unacceptable. If you would please open your personal console, I need to access this to be done with my job.
Okay, roll. What are we gonna call this fast talking operation? Jerax, I want you to find a way, like an applicable skill here that you can use to add pressure to the situation while I take a look at Natalie's character sheet.
Oh,
This-
you guys.
This is a bureaucracy check. This is 100% a bureaucracy check. There's a skill called bureaucracy. We're using it.
And I'm just trying to use all the right corporate words to just kind of like verbally checkmate him every time he's like, but.
But I mean, you never asked him for his password, and it says on every single email he gets from tech that they will never ask you for your password. So this has got to be legit, right?
I've rolled a 22.
Oh my god!
Jerax, why don't you give
Wow.
me a persuasion check?
Come
Oh,
on!
no, fuck this up for me, Jared.
Here we go. I mean,
Okay.
it was a bold move.
Wasn't it
barreling in.
assistance though?
Right. So here's what happens. First off, he is going to walk over and grumblingly unlock his computer. And then as you talk, he's going to say, "Now, look here. I don't care what the contract says with Militech. This is completely uncalled for. I have done absolutely nothing wrong. The footage will back me up." He points to the security cameras in here.
Sir, it's my
Braxton,
first day on the job.
If that were true, then you have absolutely nothing to hide or worry about. You're acting very suspicious right now, and I will report that to corporate if you continue to harass me while I do my assignment.
I will be filing a complaint against your bodyguard.
No,
Me too.
God.
What is a look pathetic check? Acting. This is acting. This is acting.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Do it, Brad.
Oh God.
Can't believe it was people like you who brought the city to its knees not 20 years ago. I guess we should be grateful. Ah.
You're older than I am, and I keep typing.
He touches his face self-consciously. As you continue to access the computer, Monarch, are you good? You're still in position? You're not used to doing this job silent. Like, that just does not feel good to you. You do, however, have eyes on, because you're farther away. You would be able to see Natalie.
What's going on in this room?
Yeah, you'd be able to see this sort of hubbub going on.
Shit. I hate being in this position. Should have been Jerax, damn it. He should have been here with his crack shot and his dumbass cybernetic arms looking ass.
Roll a perception check, please.
Oh, lordy.
14.
14. You know, for a moment there, you thought you saw something down in the street.
Okay.
Just for a flash, just for a brief moment, something scuttling around, walking oddly, sort of.
Can I get a better look at it?
Why did that music stop playing?
You'd have to give up your optimal position that you've had tracked in on Todd's office for a while.
Well, I see nothing's going on in the office at the moment. So
Correct.
And I see that they're occupied over here, and I have no idea what's going on with Jim, but the signal would more than likely be coming from Natalie, and Natalie is inside of the room right now. So because of that, I want to get a better look at whatever the hell this thing is at the side.
Okay. Go ahead. It's pretty dark, so it's difficult to see. But is that a clown?
Oh, come on.
No. Nah. I'm not. Wait, clown gang?
Clown gang?
And then it's gone.
Clown gang?
Did Jim give me some drugs?
I only
Alright.
had a personal allotment of drugs, none to share.
Okay, I'm going to text Jim and say, don't be alarmed, but I just saw a clown, I think. And that's what I'm going to text Jim.
Okay.
And that doesn't that won't like be any problems because that could be to like anyone, anything. So that's why I worded it very plainly.
Now roll a tactics check.
21.
21. You know, they might be close enough, and they seem to be gathering. There's at least 2 of them, and there's a few things moving in the shadows. There may be more. Roughly moving towards the parking garage.
Clowns moving toward the parking garage. Is this like the clown gang, or is this just a clown?
I mean, you haven't seen just a clown in years. The only clowns you've seen have been the ones with spiked metal, with spiky baseball bats and shotguns, where their shoes are not shoes; those are biomodded feet.
So this is just a clown. This is just a flat out clown.
You didn't get a very good look at it, but it's not likely to be a flat out clown.
This is concerning. You should use your grappling hook immediately.
It's probably a bozo, aka clown gang.
That's weird. But I don't want to leave this position. But I also really want to see what's up with these clowns. Shit. I'm gonna text Natalie that something came up. I will see you in a few. Don't worry about me. Is what I'm going to send Natalie.
All right. You do that, and we're going to cut over to Mr. Fingers. What are you up to?
Well, Mr. Fingers has just got a text message saying, don't be alarmed, but there's a clown out there. So...
That's so alarming.
Yeah, incredibly alarming, especially because I know that the only clowns around here are the bloody clown gang. But there's no reason for the clown booster gang to be onto us. It would be a very strange thing for WorldSat to hire a clown gang to do their job for them. So I'm going to hope that everything's chill. I'm going to take Monarch's don't be alarmed quite literally, and I'm not going to be alarmed, and I'm going to stick to the plan.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go into the maintenance closet.
All right.
Oh, also, I can't see the information that I had previously seen on the whatchamacallits.
Oh, it's not fog of war. Not fog of
No.
war for you. All right, I can fix that.
But I'm headed to the closet anyway.
Right.
What do I find inside this delightful little closet?
Well, you find that the dungeon master apparently didn't create a wall between the closet and the break room, so we're gonna fix that real quick.
Okay.
There's a break room on
I'm
the
in
other
the
side.
closet, not the break room.
Also, keep in mind that you have dark vision because of your
I do,
optics.
yes.
All right. So you've got some janitorial supplies, some, some spare bits for repairs. You've got some cleaning stuff, some styrofoam cups, a couple extra bags of kibble, extra synth coffee, small amount of the crystal jolt stuff. This isn't like the proper break room closet. This is mostly for maintenance. So it's a lot of chemicals and some tools. No computer consoles of any kind, though.
What kind of tools are we talking about here?
Well, we probably
We've got
find mops.
like a small ladder.
Yes, definitely. Buckets, carts.
Okay. Anything used for for physical work, like a toolbox with screwdriver, hammer, that kind of stuff in it?
Yeah, there could be a toolbox in there. That seems fair.
Any kind of cart to bring this stuff around?
It's a plastic cart, but yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put the toolbox and I'm assuming it's like a mini stepladder kind of thing onto the cart. I'm gonna head over towards one of the rooms that I remember being empty. Now, I don't have the vision, so I can't remember which of those rooms ended up being empty, but I'm specifically trying to recall a room that, if possible, if a room like this existed, a room where the security cameras would not be viewing the entirety of the room, and one that was empty and one with a computer in. I'd need a room that's empty with a computer in, and hopefully there's one where the security cameras are also not covering the entirety of it.
There are none. However, this room across the way does not have any security cameras on it. And it currently has a green light next to it and says appointment open.
Okay.
You have not seen into this room at all, but every other room is occupied.
It didn't have a security camera.
Correct. There are no security cameras in there.
Were there any other empty rooms with computers?
Negative. There's the security office, which is up here, where just one person stands, sits at their desk and monitors stuff.
Sure.
There's Braxton's office over here. There's Todd's office over here. And there's the general work area over here, which is pretty busy. And there's the bathrooms. This room, though, no cameras.
Okay. What happens if people don't stir the crystal jolt well enough?
You're going to have to talk to a Continental Brands representative, be your expert on that.
Natalie didn't tell me, for God's sake.
I mean, you certainly would have seen the class action lawsuit commercials that come on late at night, though.
If you've been harmed from not stirring your crystal jolt, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Well, what would I be aware of then, Natalie, if I had seen these commercials?
I mean, I could pretty much recite them from memory. If you or a family member experienced throat bleeding, esophageal hemorrhaging, or something fibromyalgia, please consider calling our corporate number to receive your complimentary $5 voucher and care kit, which is actually, we're out of the stuffed bears, so it's just a pair of rubber gloves.
So I'm considering here utilizing a large dose of the crystal jolt and delivering it like just a friendly maintenance guy to the person who's in charge of all of the monitoring systems, and just tearing their esophagus to pieces so that I can then occupy the room. But I feel like that might draw attention. So I'm going to start off by going into the room across the hall. But I'm going to pocket a lot of that caffeine jolt just in case.
Add an unhealthy amount of crystal jolts. Actually, any amount is unhealthy. Add a really unhealthy amount of crystal jolts to your inventory.
Okay, very good.
You cross the hall. And on the other side is a conference room.
Okay.
Do you close the door behind you?
Yeah, I'd like to close the door behind me, and I'd also like to indicate something that says busy, occupied, lock the door, something like that, so that it's obvious from the outside that a meeting is in session, and if possible, to also physically lock the door too.
Okay. Privacy mode engaged. Sound dampeners on. Good luck resolving your differences.
What the fuck? I mean, I have no idea what that's about.
And all city sound, any like the humming of the lights outside, the tapping of keyboards, anything, this room is now dead quiet. You can't hear anything going on anywhere aside from inside this room. You do, however, notice that this door right here, this door right here has glass in it.
I am going to I'm gonna start. Is it carpeted or is it tiled, the floor? Because I was gonna say I'm gonna start mopping, but if it's carpeted, I ain't mopping.
It looks pretty tiled to me. I believe it looks tiled.
Yeah, it looks like that to me. I'm gonna go with my mop and kind of mop around and take a look with my cybernetic eye as I'm staring down at the floor. My cyber eye staring at a complete right angle, looking through the door.
I get you. Okay, go ahead and move yourself up to that door, and I'll give you what you know.
I'd do it like kind of from the other side of the room.
Excellent. So first off, there's a window looking out over the street from here. Second, you can see into this office where this man right here, who I showed earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and put him up again. Boop, this guy is sitting at a desk. This is a luxuriously appointed office, very clean, very modern, very precise. And he is standing up and he's heading over to the conference room where you are. But you see, he's taking his time with it. He's not in a rush. He stands up, he adjusts his clothes, he adjusts his nice watch, straightens things out, looks at himself in his webcam just to see how everything's going, and starts slowly walking over to the conference room.
Okay. Well, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just going to carry on doing my job. I'm going to whistle a little tune to myself, and I'm going to try and exchange rooms with him.
Okay, we're going to move over to Natalie. You are on the computer. He's giving you access, and aside from, unleashing an absolute verbal red tape barrage on this unsuspecting corporate drone, what are you doing on the computer? This isn't hacking, this is just, on the computer.
I am actually opening up and doing a search, navigating towards basically the file component, and I want to see if I can find something familiar that I'm used to, which would be the expense reports and the project lines. And so I'm going to try and find that D6AD code anywhere.
Okay. Do a library search check.
Good at library search. No, I'm not, I guess. But I am going to add, I used my 3 luck points before. I'm going to use 1 more luck point here to make it a 15.
Okay, a 15 total. Let's see here. Okay. You find a code on there. You find an expense in a spreadsheet. This guy didn't edit it. It was just, in the database. It's under expense code D6. It is a large amount of money. Couple 100,000 with room for more. And it's a line item that just says local experts. Roll. Do you have accounting?
Yes, of course.
Roll an accounting check.
Seems offended.
21.
21.
Okay. One of
you're on fire.
One of the line items is exactly 30,000, which is how much Royal was paid to betray you.
I'm going to use my phone to just kind of be taking pictures of the screen as I find these things. And if I still have more time, I'm going to continue to search after that.
Okay. I'm going to give you... No, we're going to say that's it for now. No, let's do one more. Give me a business check.
24.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What?
We're in the corporate world, baby. Natalie Smith.
Welcome to my reality. As you continue to rifle through things, you are able to connect Rex, the fixer, to the D6 expense code as well. The funding, that 30,000 was funneled through for him. It was funneled through him. He was also supposed to get entertainment to the tune of 100,000. And the word I want to look. Additional security. So there was some pay in there for the Militech guards, but there's 100,000 for entertainment, and there's 120,000 for job site security.
Well, I don't quite know what all that means because I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet, but I'm definitely recording as much of this info as I can.
A fixer could probably help you piece out more of that information. But let's move on. Jerax, you are alternating between trying to be intimidating and trying to be pathetic.
Yep.
A delicate act for someone who's just learned acting.
Do I guess the impression, I mean, the immediate impression I've got from this guy is that he's insecure.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit with just his stature, I suppose, and his positioning.
Why don't you roll human perception?
Okay. 13.
He's definitely fussy and precise. He's a sucker. He's a stickler for protocol.
How do I want to spin this then? You know, somebody told me that, God, that break room, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know about the break room? Yeah, I mean, do you not get annoyed by the fact that they just keep leaving out all the coffee cups?
All right,
Is it just me? Is it just me? Anybody? I'm doing a comedy act in this room with three of us.
What's the deal with the coffee in the break room?
No, I'm just trying to start a conversation with him, you know, just get his mind off of that by putting it onto something also, something that I think would annoy him. Yeah, and something that happens in every workplace, you know, somebody leaving coffee cups. You're supposed to put them in the dishwasher. Why are they leaving it out?
So this is going to be difficult because this is a highly charged environment. The two of you have been sort of at it, and he's threatened to go after you. But roll a conversation check. Unless you have a different skill that you think makes more sense. He is annoyed with you. While he agrees with you, he still sort of does not like the way that he was treated earlier. He's huffing and harumphing at you, and the spin isn't really working. Any other attacks here?
Yeah. I hope you understand that I'm just doing my job, Mr. Miller. It's purely just following the protocols. I don't mean that. You know, I know it can be highly inconveniencing for you, but I'm just trying my hardest to really pull up the bootstraps, as they say, and do my best.
Do persuasion on this. We'll go from there.
A 16.
All right. He's a little bit mollified. He's still angry, and he hasn't said he's going to withdraw the report or anything yet, but you are at least making a good point, even if this wouldn't fly in Nuremberg. So you're starting to talk him down, but he's still very huffy about it. Leo.
Yeah.
The clowns are on the move.
I want to see Monarch fight some clowns, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so I obviously noticed that something's weird going on. So I text Natalie. I inform them that I have left the position, and because this is too suspicious. So I go downstairs to in a tactical nature, though, by the way. I'm not really like exposing myself. I'm not trying to get revealed. Obviously, I am a trained professional, so I'm moving with purpose, but in an effective manner, to try and get some kind of vision, like still within my building, by the way. So I'm not really going outside, but I'm going downstairs to see what the hell is going on the side of these streets here, if that makes sense.
It does. Roll stealth.
Be on my side. 16.
Rolling secret rolls. Don't worry about what I'm rolling.
I
Yeah,
do
not
not
worried
like
at all.
secret rolls.
Okay. You get down to street level. The clowns have gathered. They are all around the pedestrian exit from the parking garage. One of them has a gigantic wooden hammer with a bear trap poking out of it, like glued to the end of it. One of them has a pie and is handling it with Kevlar gloves. The other two, just like normal clowns, just have their sidearms and their cybernetically installed claws. They're all
normal.
you know, they're up against the wall in an exaggerated cartoon I'm being sneaky moment around the pedestrian entrance. And and as you get down to the ground level, you notice they look up. They look at each other.
Fuck, dude. What in the actual shit is this? Is like the last thing that I expect to have encountered. Okay. Fuck. Dude. Okay, is this the same entrance that they walked in to get inside of the building?
No. This is completely different. They went down into like a ramp to an area below the building, you know, into a parking garage. This is the parking garage they are parked in, but they didn't come out of there's a ramp that goes up to like a grated door that you can use to go up to the street level, right? But our heroes took the elevator up into the office. So you have no idea why they're here. They're waiting in ambush with an incredibly dangerous pie and a mallet with a bear trap stuck to it.
An incredibly dangerous pie. I just love it.
I'm trying to think what could possibly be useful here, but I genuinely think I just need to remain hidden right now and just wait it out. So okay, here's my question. If I this music's just killing me right now. If I text Jim or Natalie or Jerax, this obviously goes over the corporate network, right? So people will know.
Well,
that,
here's the thing. How does corporate snooping work? It's not like they've got somebody sitting there looking at all the millions of messages and exchanges. They've got AI of some sort running searches and sifts and looking for hot terms that are going to get you on the no-fly list, right? So it's nobody is you don't have a personally assigned FBI agent spying on you, but if you use certain verbiage, now they probably can track the location of your text.
Yeah, it's hard to take everything you're saying seriously with this music right now.
I don't make the rules. Clown Gang makes the rules.
So I have can I check for like a local expert to just tell if this is the gang, like these aren't just like a set of clowns, like I just to get a little bit more.
I will
You still think they might be random clowns?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to figure out like if I've seen them before or if I've encountered them before in my experience, like taking contract work and stuff, you know, because I've killed quite a few people.
For sure.
Roll local expert. This is 100% the Clown Gang. But
Yeah.
roll local expert to see what you know about them. What'd you get?
16.
Okay, the Bozos. They're a poser gang. Poser gangs are gangs that all sort of biomod and dress the same way. They're typically found deep in the combat zone, so this is unusual territory for them. They are actually biosculpted to be clowns. Those are not their shoes, those are their feet that have been organically and cybernetically modified. For some of them, that's their real nose. Their faces have been permanently shaped. Their skin has been replaced or permanently dyed to look like clowns. They are a sadistic prankster gang. They used to have their turf in the artists' colony next to the university before everything went to hell. They've sort of been broken up into different areas. They're known for preying on individuals. They'll just pick one person and decide to ruin their life for no apparent reason.
Cool.
Okay, and just so I'm also clear again, I just want to double check. They did not go through this entrance. This is a completely different entrance on the eastern side of the building. Right?
Correct.
So, and they're waiting for someone. Okay. I'm going to just stay hidden for right now. And I am going to text Jim that got more information. Definitely clowns. Fuck, hold on. Got more info. Definitely clowns. No, fuck. Shit. Oh God, never mind. I don't know. I don't even know if a text is worth it at this point. I'm actually just gonna stay hidden and just continue to monitor the situation.
There are clowns ready to ambush us as we leave, and you don't think it's worth?
No, I don't. But I don't know if that's the entrance that you guys are coming out of.
Oh yeah.
Do I know that? Do I have that information?
Yeah, you would know that they're probably gonna drive out. They're not gonna walk up to surface level. They're gonna drive out.
Oh, so I'm in a parking garage.
So the parking garage. So where you are right here, I'll point this out. They drove in. There's a ramp that goes into a parking garage over here that you can drive your car in. But there's also a door that people can use, a pedestrian exit that goes to street level, right? So the characters, they went in to the car park, which is underneath the WorldSat building. Oh, the office building. These clowns are waiting for someone who's going to walk out to street level, which is not where you guys are going to go. And you were in the building next door. You've gone to ground level. You're across the street, which again is sir not appearing in this film at the moment. But you're across the street, looking out from the other building across this, just across the way at these clowns lurking by the pedestrian entrance.
Okay, so I am gonna warn Jim, and inform him that they're definitely. About the clowns. I'm trying to find the wording so to not alarm anyone is my concern.
All right, let's do this.
Should we not be alarmed?
If the word clown is in it, I'm alarmed.
No, not like you guys, but so that we don't get, because clearly some shit's going on. So I'm concerned about the fact that this gang is out here for some reason in a zone that they are typically not going to be lingering about, doing something and waiting for someone to come out. And my people are in that building. So I just want to inform them without actually tipping off WorldSat as to what's going on. Okay, I'm going to text Jim. Checked up on the situation. Definitely clowns. You know the kind. Be careful. I'll continue to get more information.
Okay.
That's that.
Jim, it's your turn.
Well, I am just befuddled by this text message. And I throw my phone back into my pocket because I can't even possibly decipher it, as I realize that if I'm intending to just play the part of the casual janitor, well, then why the hell did I lock the room? I quickly mop my way back over to the door of this conference room. And I'm going to put it back to how it was when I entered, as in just open, available, that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to start being casual again.
Okay, as you do that, the sound dampeners turn off, and you can hear a little bit of ambient sound from the street, through the walls, etc. The door opens, and Todd walks in.
Hello, mate.
I was expecting somebody else.
Oh, no, sorry. I haven't booked a meeting or anything. I've just been sent up here from the Ziggurat guys. I'm on rotation for cleaning. Do you want me to take your room? I think that would be the next one that I was going to cover anyway. I'm pretty much done in here. It won't bother me whatsoever if you want to come in, and I'll just pop in your side.
But my agent alerted me that somebody had triggered the meeting in this room, and I assumed that it was the person who was coming here. It was going to be a...
Yeah, sorry. I was going for the lights. I was going for the lights, and I hit the button that's like lock or whatever. I didn't mean to. I'm very sorry.
Okay. What skill do you want to apply to this fast talk here?
Conversation.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll that.
He genuinely doesn't know we booked this meeting in here, right?
Oh no, I have no idea that it was your meeting that I've accidentally sabotaged. I just
When the room, so when she unlocked the room, it notified him on his personal assistant, but Jim is completely in the dark.
I crit.
29.
A 29 conversation.
Wow. Versus a 19. Wow.
That's not a bad perception roll either.
Generally speaking, I would use the voice activation much faster, unless of course you've, got it directly wired. Without saying anything, the lights turn to a slightly warmer tone.
Oh, that's fancy. How much did that set you back? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't ask about those kind of things, should I?
Correct.
Anyway, I'll get on into your room. Is there anything that you like doing a specific way? I'm a contractor, so I don't normally do your offices, as I'm sure you're aware. Anything you like touching up in a specific manner?
Dang. Okay.
Personal ballet experience. I'm
Natalie
trying.
wasn't
So
gonna.
here's my idea here. Here's my idea. I'm not trying to sell sexual favors. That's not the way that I'm trying to go. But
Roll
I
to
am trying
seduce
to.
Natalie's ex. No, go on.
I am trying to keep him on the back foot. I'm asking him questions about how he would like things, almost implying that it's already a done deal. I'm going into your room.
Yeah.
I'm doing it anyway. How do you want it done?
Yeah, do you want him to cup the balls? You want a little reach around? Maybe grab the chest, nipple
I'm
play,
proficient
whatever you
in
want.
the rusty trumpet.
Oh my
All right, moving on. You should not need an Urban Dictionary access to watch this show. All right. Do it perfect.
I always aspire to. Thank you very much.
It's a good thing I wasn't doing the janitor thing because I would be laughing at that.
All right then. Sure. I'll pop in then. I'm just confused. This person, even in my joint personality as very working class janitor and rough fixer that's managed to make something of himself, neither of these worlds understand this person that is in front of me. He is just a weird, aloof corporate dude. I don't get it. I'm fucking mopping my way into his room. What the fuck is that guy talking about?
Okay. He Oh, I'll get the door. He walks up and he sort of waves his hand by the door with nothing in his hand, and it unlocks.
Oh, it's a glimmer of the old Todd. He did something nice.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Go ahead and move yourself in, and as you walk out, you see him standing in front of the window, looking out with his back turned. And then he sort of adjusts his stance. He looks at the lights. He makes the lights change with his cybernetic implant. He makes them all sort of cast him in silhouette. He spends a couple of moments adjusting himself to look as dramatic as possible.
I'm gonna turn back around and say, "Oh, should I close this? Do you want some privacy?"
Without talking to you, he waves his hand and it closes.
Okay. Is it still glass though? Can I still see through?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna, because I would like this. I'm gonna assume that he wants privacy. So I'm just going to stare at him for a little while through the door. Just not too long, just a moment so that it's uncomfortable and awkward, but not quite awkward enough to be mega creepy. You know that kind of period of time where you're just locking eyes with someone and you're like, oh, this is weird. And I'm hoping that he's going to take some action to stop me from doing that. You know, almost like he views me as a peeping Tom. But actually, it's me that wants the privacy.
So he's wearing smart glasses with this sort of slotted hand. His eyes are beads of light peering through it, clearly cybernetic. And he just stares back at you.
I turn around and start mopping. What a freak. I mean, I was only trying to make it awkward. I wasn't trying to start beef with the dude.
You have successfully
He wants you to want.
Dominance established. +1 clout.
Yeah.
And then, so the next time you turn around, the window has auto tinted. But that's
what I was going for.
He had to win first.
Well, he won. I'm happy to let him win.
Just
right.
Todd things.
You are now mopping, or at least pretending to mop. There are 2 security cameras in here.
Mm-hmm.
One here, it's looking out this way, and they're 360. This isn't, Deus Ex where the camera is like no, this is
Right.
They're 360 cameras, or at least 180 cameras. One here, one here. What would you like to do? Natalie and Jerax, you're up next.
Okay, I am looking for how many cameras are there? You said there was 2 in here. Okay. Are there shelves with documents, or is everything digitized?
It is perfectly clean in here and completely digital. The desk is polished, is like stainless steel, polished.
Okay. Well.
There are no smudges on it, no fingerprints or anything.
Yeah. I'm imagining as well that if this guy's got cybernetics up the wazoo, that he probably logs into his PC with his cybernetics anyway, and it probably isn't even anything that he has to enter manually.
Jerax, did you ever talk about the operation?
I would know I would know all the information about it. Now, whether or not I discussed it with Jim Fingers, I imagine it would have been quite important towards this mission, so probably not.
You wouldn't have discussed it because it was important for the mission.
I mean, I think it would have slipped my mind, really. Oh, that Todd. Yeah, the one that I did the personality-altering cybernetic implant on him that I also flipped in a fail-safe. No. No, probably not important.
Okay, well, I guess I have no idea what I'm doing in this room then.
The beautiful thing about the personality alterations is that it gives you full control over a person's mind. That's a little unknown fact.
The ass pull continues.
What is
that?
Yeah. That was in the backstory. So
does anybody remember the Winter Soldier's like secret code to activate him?
Oh yeah, it was like a series of words.
Yeah,
right. Like
Jerax just walks in. Yeah, Rutabaga. I am ready to comply. All right. Anything from you, Jim, before we move on?
Yeah, I suppose then the only thing I would do is no, I need a turn just to ponder because this is more difficult than I thought it would be to access any of this information. So I'm considering while I mop.
All right.
I'm gonna whistle a clown tune to myself though, because that's how these things get into your head. Just what clown tunes are there? What is a famous circus tune? Oh yeah, that's obviously the most famous one.
Meanwhile, I'm dealing with the fucking murder clowns and no one pays attention to me.
You wandered off from your post.
You don't have to deal with the murder clans. You can let them murder everybody.
Always an option. Natalie, Jerax is still keeping this guy busy, so he's bought you at least another round of going through the database.
Great. Then I am going to continue looking for any information related to any of the other keywords that we've picked up. So now I'm going to try and find the work order for destroying our building and to see which ways I can edit that or remove or cancel that or transfer that to a less property that I don't live in.
Okay. Give me a library search to start.
Boom.
Okay.
16.
And now give me a business. Just to see again. They're searching through it, but then there's reading through everything and going over the documents.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Business time.
Nice.
So much business is going on.
Yes. God, I can't wait for the
Multi-million-dollar deals.
bullets start flying. Business hours are over, baby. So
My
here,
business sucks.
and I turned it into a sexy dance. So here's the weird thing: you found a report. It was one of those preliminary reports that you do when you're trying to decide: do we install a relay tower here? What's the atmospheric interference like? What's the current coverage levels, etc. And going through the report, it was buried pretty far down. The site of your building has no value whatsoever as a relay tower. Like, there's just no ostensible business purpose for placing one there. There's other locations that are less dangerous, that'll get better coverage. It's not even going to help them connect to the high riders, which is a big deal right now, the people who live up in low orbit. Like, there's just, the business report concluded that there's no business justification for going through with this at all. It's got, radio frequency maps and all that stuff, some nice 3D models, all come to the same conclusion: waste of money.
Can I change any information related to this, or does it say like the order is canceled or has moved on?
This is just the first thing you found was the preliminary report, which
Got
is
it.
not attached to the work order.
Okay. Do I have an opportunity to continue to search?
Yes, I'll let you make one more skill check. Pick one of your skills, and depending on what skill you pick, I will decide what information you're able to. I understand your task. The skill that you pick will determine your approach or what information you find along the way.
Got it. Because I just want to make a note. I still have to find Gina's info.
Mm-hmm. Jerax is going to need to buy you a little more time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm actually going to search bureaucracy because I'm sure there are papers upon papers filed in triplicate and buried and
Yes.
unburied, and that's a 22. I'm feeling.
Okay,
feeling
so
spry.
you've got some email threads. Engineers are and the Mr. Tyndall is in a position where he has access to email threads that the engineers and the low-level grunts are sending to each other, because that stuff is not private. So he wasn't included in this thread. The engineers think that the tower is overkill and a waste of money. Mr. Tyndall and others at sort of his level think it's a slush project and somebody's embezzling. They think that it's one of those, the producers waste of, it's all full of pork, and it's just a cover for somebody to steal massive amounts of money from the company.
Right.
You don't find any work orders instructing them to go through with it at all. All you find are those strangely keyed things under code D6. But what?
If I have some email thread discussion of this going on, that it's a potential slush fund, I'm going to do my corporate duty, sir, and forward this to all relevant parties within the WorldSat office's mailing list.
Okay, so you're gonna forward this. Are you gonna do the bad distribution list? The brings down
not
email
to
servers?
everyone.
Okay,
No,
okay,
of
all right,
course
all right.
not. No. I'm actually going to BCC this to relevant parties.
Okay.
Precisely.
All right.
But making sure they cover diverse departments to have some sort of interplay.
Okay. Yeah, with the 22 bureaucracy, absolutely. You just set that up, and then let's, go ahead and delete that from the sent messages. And that is on its way. Jerax,
Yeah.
you need to keep stalling or something.
I was going to talk about the game last night, but then somebody in the chat said Jerax is going to be like, so what did you think of the game last night? So I can't do that now, but I was going to ask them about the game. And they've just read it like a book. So what is the bloody alternative? Because that's what I came up with in my head. And now I'm on the spot.
You check out the game last night. Awesome.
No, I'm definitely not going to tell them about. I'm not going to ask them about that.
Surely there's some esports running. Right?
There has to be an IT crowd reference there somewhere.
So
Here we go.
what do you think of that guy next door, then, eh?
Oh,
Ooh.
are you?
Because between me and you, I think he may have got some cybernetics.
You don't say.
But not just the obvious ones here, I tell you, my good friend. I'm talking the secret illegal type that can potentially turn you into a much better corporate worker.
That would explain a few. He came over a little while ago from Continental, very good transcripts and resumes and such, and then suddenly he has the nice office with the big view.
Yep, moved right up, didn't he? I bet he. I mean, you, I can clearly tell, have been working hard for a very long time, and I don't think anybody in this office is really appreciating that.
What do you want to call this?
What do we want to call this, dude?
Roll to brown nose. Because he's still pissed at you for like the first approach. This is just such an absolutely, hot, cold conversation that you're trying to vamp back up. Give me 2 checks. Give me a human perception check to get a read on him, and give me a persuasion or concentration check or conversation check to cajole him. I think they're all the same to you. Yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah, roughly the same. Oh, didn't do too well.
Dear God, Bren.
You know.
He looks over at Natalie and, please, are you quite done? I'm getting very behind.
Oh, thanks for asking. I just have one more protocol to run, sir. I'm almost finished.
All right.
So good at that.
Yeah, Todd is. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen him around the office every now and then. Whenever I come up and do the rounds and get hired for something on this floor, but I'm telling you, there's something not quite right there. Now, I've got a cousin actually that works a little bit on the side. I shouldn't really be telling you this, but if you ever wanted a little bit of, I'm not going to call it dirt. I'm going to call it that because let's be real here, we're all professionals, but. If you ever wanted a little bit of that inside scoop, maybe that might help you not climb the corporate ladder, but definitely yoink somebody else off of it, then, I might have something for you.
He is trying very hard to be hard to read. And given that you rolled an 11 on human perception, he succeeded. Monarch, you hear footsteps echoing out of the parking structure. Somebody jostles with their keys as they begin to open up the door. The bozos, the clown gang, gathered all around them. They begin bobbing up and down, alternating. So, it's like, if this is another clown.
Oh, God.
All 4 of them. They're holding the big mallet. They've got the gigantic pie that is beginning to sizzle and turn yellow, and the top of it is bubbling a little bit.
And now I'm hearing someone jostling their keys opposite side of the door.
Yeah,
that they're like lined up on.
Yeah, they're hiding around a door, and somebody is about to come out of that door.
Ah, shit. And I have no idea it's them or not. Just fucking music. All right. Well, looks like it's time to fight. Okay, so just so I understand, I have a little bit of an upper hand here, right? Is there any cover or anything that I should be aware of around me? Because obviously I don't see it here. Is there any cover around that I should know about?
Yeah, you are in a building across the way, and you have thick concrete cover because of the building construction.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
they don't know you're here, as far as you can tell.
I have no grenades or anything.
Correct. You do have auto fire. You are the only member of the party, I believe, who knows how to use auto fire.
What does that do?
You spray control.
Let's find out. Auto fire, auto fire, auto fire.
You don't have a lot of reticle, Bloom.
You're keeping weapons auto fire firing mode on a target through recoil.
Where are the rules? Auto
I just
fire.
looked up. Yeah.
All right. So it's going to use 10 bullets. It costs your action. You use the auto fire skill. It is much shorter ranged. And we're going to say that it's the closest you can get to them and still be inside your cover is 20 meters for the time being. So 20 meters, that would be not that hard to hit, actually. That's optimal range.
All right. I need to shoot that pie because something's up with that pie.
Okay.
And I think if I shoot the pie and knock it off their hands, if it's an explosive, I might be able to blow them all up. So
A genius idea.
Is this a called shot to the pie?
I'm gonna go. Listen, I love going for the pie. So let's go for the pie.
Okay. To hit the pie, are you using your handgun or your assault rifle?
Assault rifle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You level your assault rifle, aiming at the pie. You are 20 meters out. It is normally a 15 to hit a target at 20 meters with an assault rifle, but a called shot increases that by 8. It is a 23 to hit. When you roll, it's your shoulder arm skill, which is 6. It's plus 13. You would need to roll a 10. You would need to crit to hit the pie.
Wow.
But I am going to give you plus 4 because you're taking them unawares. You would need a 6 or higher to hit the pie.
So what am I rolling? The assault rifle?
Mm-hmm.
The 5d6?
No, you're going to roll shoulder arms.
Shoulder
It's a
arms,
skill,
and I have
yes.
to get a what?
A 19 because you have them by surprise.
Alrighty, here we go. How much luck do I have?
Wow.
Not
Ain't
enough.
saving you.
Not enough.
You hit as a 1.
It's like a pot shot at a clown in a parking garage.
You level
Monarch's
the gun.
gonna die.
Steady. Steady.
Oh my god.
You fire it. It shoots right past him. It hits the little flower that was attached to his lapel, which pops off and bleeds. The flower was part of him. All 4 clowns
Whoa.
look at each other. They look at you.
Oh my.
And we'll see everybody next week on Red Sky City Cyberpunk Conspiracy.
Oh, yeah,
No, I'm definitely gonna see you making that face in my dreams, dude. What the
Alex
hell?
is gonna die again. He opened fire on clowns. He took a 1v4 fight against some clowns and missed his shot.
Why do Golden Boy's characters keep dying?
Well, I don't know the rules. I don't know if that
There's
was
no
bad or
rules.
not. I misunderstood it completely. I thought I needed to hit a 6. I didn't know I needed a 19.
No, sorry.
So I know
what
you
I did-
misunderstood the whole thing.
What I said was you needed to roll a 6 on a d10. So it was confusing. The target number
You
was
still
a
had
19.
a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
A very good chance.
You had 50.
it
that
just
was
so
a
happened that-
50-50.
I
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
have the Natalie rolls today.
Yeah.
Good news is that I'm moving into the solo role so that when this character dies, you can get your net running brother. And then we've
Although-
got a net runner.
You're
So
still
many
behind
die.
concrete cover. You're not going to die from that. Not unless they have mechanical trebuchet arms for the
They
pump.
might. They might.
No, this could help us. This could be the distraction we need to get out of the building. So you're doing great, Al.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, I've accomplished nothing. I've just literally cleaned.
That's all you've done.
You're cleaning
are
up right now.
essential.
You're cleaning up.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm in the room where the information is, but I can't access any of it. So I'm literally just mopping his floors.
Oh God.
Well, some clowns are about to mop the floor with Monarch, so
I believe in Monarch.
He's
gonna
much
spray him
better
down.
equipped, much better equipped, and you can use auto fire. So, and you have combat reflex. You have your special like solo ability. So, well, you'll get to use all your cool tools and hopefully not die to clowns.
I do hope you use all of your cool tools and still die to the clowns.
Yeah,
I hope
I'm
you
sure.
kill all the clowns, but blow yourself up with the pie. That's
Thank
just
you.
my personal hope for next episode.
Great.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and joining us. Enjoy the show, and we will see you next week on Red Sky City.